And come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Begin to slow down your breath. Give yourself the time it takes to arrive. Feeling what's touching the floor. Feeling that you are here. Maybe just taking a moment to formally welcome yourself, all of you as you are, as you aren't, just like this. And as often as you need to throughout your practice, just take a moment to pause, feel where you are, feel how it is. And see if there can be some form of yes or welcoming or allowing whatever it is you're noticing, even as we move towards lots of different things. Strength, flexibility, balance, all kinds of ways that we're becoming. Also creating space for whatever's here to be here, just like this. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. And start by stretching arms overhead, reaching through your fingers and your toes. Big yawning stretch out. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give your knee a good squeeze in, maybe a little jiggle or rock. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg for a gentle hamstring stretch. And then flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Releasing into the shape you're in. Finding just the right amount of effort to be here and softening and letting go everything else. You can bend your knee and bring it across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in and take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten this leg up towards the ceiling, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release, bend your knee and bring it across. Spinal twist, first with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And release, roll back onto your back, bring both knees in, circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting. Let's come into a comfortable cross-legged position. You might sit up on something if that feels good for you. And let's take the right arm up. We'll bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back as far as you can. Keep coming back to slow, deep breaths. And then release. Right arm up. Open it out. Take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close, and as you do so, draw back through your shoulders. You're still square across the chest, still sitting just as tall. And then release. Arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist, interlace fingers at your waist, pull the knuckles around to the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. And then fold forward any amount, maybe just dropping your head, maybe coming part way or all the way to the floor, reaching arms up and back away from you. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. We'll take the left arm up, bend it straight back, grab hold of it and take it back. Let's release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. And as you do this, draw back through your shoulder. And then release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. A little bit higher, last moment. And then folding any amount. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Let's roll our way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the heart through. Come to an upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back. Bring your feet to the floor and bring hands behind the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs, as if you were trying to touch your head to your tailbone in the front. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. We'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Now exhale back, release the arms and come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And up. Back. Let's hold this last one. Come up, holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones, lifting the chest. And then release, round back, holding here. And you can decide how low you go. Shoulders dropped, jaw at ease, eyes at ease. And then release, come all the way up. Let's come into a high push-up position. Setting hands right under shoulders, fingers spread wide, hands flat and active. Step your feet back, bringing your whole body into a straight, long line, connecting head to heels. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend, as low or high as feels right for you. Could be little baby cobra, very gentle. You might explore coming up higher or deeper. Cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. And take your time getting into this first down dog of class. Pedal out your feet a little or shift hips side to side, waking up the backs of the legs. And then drop your knees and let's sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. And let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Taking any movement here, anything that helps you let go. Really letting the heaviness of your head fall. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. And come up towards the front of the mat into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. Bring hands together at the heart. And let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for everything you're doing. And then 5 deep breaths in a good resting pose for you, which could be down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee to your chest, and start circling this bent right knee. Go as slow as you need to. Feel everything you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then take a big step forward. Let's take a low lunge. So you can drop the back knee. Feel free to pat it by rolling up the side of your mat or putting a blanket or cushion under there. And you might want to grab blocks for your hands. So play around with hands either on the floor or blocks, somewhere on your body, your leg, your hips, or up in the air. Feeling what's useful, appropriate, interesting for you right now. One more breath here. And then release. Hands to the floor or to the blocks. Take the hips back for a hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. So hands under shoulders as high as you need them. Hips right above the back knee. Going towards hip square, towards a flat back, towards folding, towards that right foot. Flat, spread, and just because we're going towards all these things doesn't mean you're going to get anywhere. You're just going in those directions, meeting your edges right where they are. Last breath here. Let's shift weight forward, come into a high lunge, tuck the back toes, extend the back leg straight, and then keep your left hand either on the block or the floor, and lift the right arm up. Open, twist, going towards straight, long lines, head connected to your back heel, top hand connected to the bottom hand. One more breath here, and release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. Maybe you just want to step back or take some other movement. Feel whatever you are choosing to do. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then a big step forward. Low lunge. You might adjust the distance between your legs. You might add padding to the back leg, blocks for your hands. Sink the hips forward, opening up through the front of the right hip, and then explore whatever arm position you tried on the other side. One more breath here. Let's release. Hands to the floor or to your blocks. Take the hips back. Hamstring stretch with a top of the ankle stretch. Going in the directions you know to go in. Meeting your limits right where they are. One more breath here. Shift your weight forward, high lunge. So So tuck the back toes, extend the back leg straight, and you might keep your right hand on the block or the floor. And take the left arm high, pulling up through that top hand. So there's not that much weight in the bottom hand. You might imagine there's wet cement and you're trying not to make an impression. One more breath here. And then release. Find your way back to a good resting pose. Any movement transition. And then any neutral shape. More important than the shape, come back to presence. Come back to your breath. Last breath here. And come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. And then come over to a side bend. Left arm can provide whatever support feels right for you. Big reach out like a yawn. Reach a little further out as you come up and then release down. Same thing other side. Big stretch out. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. And then interlace your fingers. Press out through your palms. Take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be just a slight lift of the heels or coming all the way up. Imagine you could keep your head where it is now as you lower the heels, get a little longer as the heels come down, then unlink fingers and push out through your palms. Pull the fingers back towards you strongly. Curl fingers down and in as if you're trying to touch your forearms. Keep reaching out from the center of the chest. And then big circles, flexing and stretching all those little muscles of the forearms. Go in both directions. And then release arms down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair. Hips low, head high, shoulders low, fingers high. Strong core. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's step the left foot just a couple of inches forward with the toes turned out. Bring your left hand back to hold the inside of your left foot or ankle. Shift your weight onto the left and lift the right leg high. Rolling open through the right hip. Maybe even looking under your right arm. If you start to lose it, you can always bring your left hand back to the floor and then either keep it there or once you feel steady, bring it back to your foot. One more breath here. Release both hands to the front. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Let's take eagle arms, right elbow on top. Lift the elbows, lift the chest, but keep a deep bend in that front leg. And then shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot and step into eagle, Garudasana, knee on top of knee. If you can hook your ankle around your calf, do so. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Hips low, head high. Slow, steady breath here. Release, unwind. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Roll open through the top shoulder, expanding past the fingertips, past the top of the head. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Just feel what you are doing, taking the time you need to do it. From down dog, right foot steps a couple of inches forward, toes turned out. Reach your right hand back to hold the inside of your foot or ankle. Shift your weight onto the right. Lift the left leg, rolling your hip open. Looking under the left arm. One more breath here. Let's release. Both hands to the front. Step forward. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Hips low. And then eagle arms. Left elbow on top. Lift the chest. Shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, and then step into eagle, Garudasana. Hips low, head high. One more breath here. Unwind. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Open up through the top arm, expanding one end to the other. Last breath here. And release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. And then from down dog, let's come into a pigeon pose. Right side, slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. And you can set up any support that's useful, something under your hip or chest or forehead. Releasing towards the floor. Let's take our time bringing the upper body back up. If you have something under your right hip in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right and slide the left knee forward, getting set up for half hero. So adjust so the left knee is pointing straight ahead to the front of the mat, left toes are pointing straight back. So you can just move your right foot out of the way enough that you have that alignment. You might move your calf out of your way. And if this feels too tight, you can try sitting up on something. You can put a little padding under your ankle. Let's lean back onto the hands, tuck the tailbone. Keep the tailbone tucking. You might stay on your hands or explore going lower. Could be onto just your right elbow, could be both elbows, could be all the way back. Trying to keep the stretch in the left quad and hip flexor and out of the knee and lower back. To release, let's lean to the right or roll to the right. Straighten that left leg out and just give a little rub to the knee or ankle, working out any tightness from that last pose. Adjust the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh, and then fold over that straight left leg, Janu Shirshasana. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's make our way back to down dog. Take any movement, integrating what you've just done, feeling how it is to move now. And then from down dog, left knee comes forward, pigeon pose, left side, scoot back through the right leg. Adjust the angle of the front leg, adjust any support that might be useful. Settling into the pose that feels right for you in this moment. Let's take our time releasing, bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your hip that's in your way, move it so you can lean to the left and then slide your right knee forward, half hero on the right side this time. Adding any support that might be useful, lean back onto the hands, tuck the tailbone. You can stay up or come lower at any point, going higher or lower. And to release, lean to the left. Straighten the right leg out. Give a little rub to the knee or ankle or foot. And then let's fold over that straight right leg, Janushirshasana. Left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh. Hands where they're best supportive on your foot, the strap, the floor. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. You can grab your toes or ankles with that grip, lengthen and fold. Elbows push into the knees, or you could lean into your hands or elbows on the floor in front of you. And then release, come up. Let's get set up for a supported fish. You might like to do this over blocks or blanket or yoga mat or foam roller. However you want to do it today is great. Something's going to go behind the upper back, big or small, hard or soft. And then depending on how high this thing is, you might want something else behind your head. If the first thing you try doesn't work for you, try something else. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. How much can you let go where you are? You can keep letting go. Each exhale is an invitation to release more. If you want to stay in this position longer, you are welcome to. This could even be your final resting pose if it's relaxed enough for you. If you're ready to come out of this now or whenever you are, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind the head. Slowly lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. Lean to one elbow, move your stuff out of your way. And just check in with your body. What do you need to feel complete in this practice? Is there a last pose or stretch or part of your body that could use some attention? You can take the next couple moments to finish up your practice in any way that feels good for you. Doesn't have to be a yoga pose, doesn't have to be anything anyone taught you to do. You can just take care of yourself as best you can. It might include movement, stillness, touch, self-massage. And if nothing's needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final rest. Maybe adjusting your clothing or grabbing some props. Eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you.